Howdy, howdy, fellow bike nerds. All right, so this weekend, I am going to do something pretty silly. And this leads me to believe that it's probably time that I reevaluate my life choices and probably my priorities. Because I decided that it would be a good idea to go race the Cat 4.5 and the Cat 3.4 up in Folsom. And if you know me, you know I live in San Diego. This is a 520-mile drive to get up there. And then on Sunday, I'm gonna come back down and race in Ontario, which is basically Los Angeles. It's my mom's birthday this weekend. She doesn't know I'm heading up there. She'll be amped that I'm gonna go spend the night up there. So I'm gonna jet up tonight. It's Thursday. I'm gonna hang out with her. She'll probably be asleep by the time I get there. I will hang out with her and the fam squad, and then I'm going to jet to Folsom tomorrow. Got a hotel room. I'm gonna race. Both my races are pretty early. So I've got 8 a.m., 9 a.m., crush both of those. And then I am going to jet straight back to Bakersfield. Hang out with the fam again, Saturday night. And then Sunday, my race is until 4 p.m. So plenty of time to cruise the rest of the way to Ontario on Sunday morning. The thing is like 8 hours of traveling. I have to pack a ton of shit. I've got like 2 skin suits, a bunch of other stuff, because like I don't want to do laundry in the middle of this thing. I know I'm gonna forget something. Got the torque wrench, got the GoPro shit. These, can't forget those. And then all the other crap that I have packed. Had to go to the water store before I left because we're almost out. I'm not gonna leave the roommate hanging. Shout out Raul. I already took my front wheel off because I raced yesterday and I knew that I would just be putting it back on the car today. Ain't nobody stealing this. Cut my forks off, I dare you. There's a lot of in there. We are loaded and ready to roll. I can't leave yet, because if I leave now, traffic is gonna be just blown out in LA. And it takes me the same amount of time. If I just like wait an hour, I will arrive in Bakersfield at the same time as if I left right now and get blasted by LA traffic. I wanna call out some highway robbery though. These Santitas used to only be $2, but now they're $2.29. Rip-off? Inflation? Who knows? All I know is this is bullshit. Later, dude. First thing is first, I need some gasoline. All right, just arrived at the local bike shop. Got to return these bad boys. They didn't fit Donnie Boy, AKA my father. Ugh. Done. One less thing in my car for this trip. Rolling up to rest area numero uno because I have a tiny little baby bladder. And now I gotta go pee again. This is stop number 2, but that's fine. We're all the way just north of LA, Lyons Avenue. I'm gonna get a snack because I'm starving. All right, so I had to go somewhere else because Chevron is over here pretending like their freaking restrooms are closed, which I know is just bullshit. They don't want to clean them, or they're just making weird excuses. So anyway, substance, more substance. Shout out Max for turning me on to these freaking things. Extra substance. All the junk food is definitely gonna add like 50 watts this weekend. Good morning. We are heading inside and I'm gonna drink a bunch of coffee. Happy birthday. I'm explaining you for viewers.
Yeah.
Hi, nerd. Around here, we don't drink regular sized cups of coffee. We drink mugs as big as our heads. See? Or boys don't lie. It's about 9 a.m. and of course, everybody but me is working, so I'm gonna chill out for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours or something like that, and then I'll probably hit the road and head north. I'm gonna hang out with Lily for the next 3 hours since she doesn't have to work. Also, my parents have built an absolutely insane oasis in the middle of nowhere, and it's pretty sick. I think it's time to shower and become a proper living human being. These babies easily add 50 watts. By the end of this thing, my FTP is gonna be like 600 watts. Just got back from town. Grab some delicioso food. And now, it's lunchtime. Fun fact, best Thai food in California is actually in Taft. Okay, just said bye to the fam. I'm gonna load up the car real quick and we gonna scram. It's 298 miles from here up to Folsom. This is 4.5 hours. I think I can beat that. I can make it probably 4. So, it is currently 1:11 p.m. Now, if I manage to get up there at like, I don't know, 6, that would be solid because then I can go pre-ride the course after I check into the hotel for like an hour. Alright, all that excitement didn't last long. I was like stoked to get on the road. I was like, we're out of here. I'm gonna be jetting north. So I roll up on construction, right? And the construction is like, I don't think I've ever rolled up on my line of traffic in construction already rolling through like the flagger. So we roll up on it, my line of traffic's rolling, I'm like, sick, this is it. So I get in line and usually the flagger lets basically the whole line of traffic go. Well, these idiots are sitting on their phones, texting, screwing around. They open such a large gap between them and the vehicle in front of them that the flagger stops them between that gap. And obviously I'm behind that freaking gap. So now I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, sick. So like 25 minutes of just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, not going anywhere, means that now I have to pee 30 miles sooner. All right, got that gas station haul, Welch's, yerba mate, smart water, always smart water. Imagine that. Another pee stop. So after another like 260 miles, I guess like 550 total or some crap, we have made it to Folsom. And you know that because the Teslas per capita is much higher in NorCal than it is in Central California, where its Dodge Chargers per capita is really high. Now, fun thing about Folsom right now is we're in a bit of a situation where it's sprinkling rain. So I'm gonna go pre-ride the course, but if this picks up, it's gonna be pretty conditions to do so. Whoa, hey, how long you guys been out there? All right, well, welcome to my crib. All right, look at that transformation. I'm in kit. We're gonna go for a little cruise. It looks like it's starting to clear up out here a little bit. All right, so I am headed over to check out the course, do a little pre-riding, see what's going on. And it's raining right over the top of my hotel, but it's not raining here. Clear skies. I don't know what's going on, but I swear to God, if I drove 520 miles to race a rainy crit, I'm gonna go insane. All right, so I found the course. It's actually super sick. It's really, really short, which that's like, I'm shocked by. It didn't even feel like half a mile, but I guess it is. You basically, it's just like
one long horseshoe all the way at the end. You could call it a 2-corner crit, if that. Like, there's a corner coming in the final straight, which is an actual corner, and then there's a corner coming out of the final straight, which is an actual corner. The rest of this is just like a giant sweeping turn. So ideally, I mean, if you can go long, shoot all the way to the left here, or take the inside if they give it to you. But if they're hugging the right like they should and snaking, I mean, you can come wide, start your sprint, come through this corner hauling ass, and then straight line it. My goal is to just sit in and do absolutely nothing the entire freaking day. Now, knowing me, that's not gonna happen. But the way this thing is, there's not a brake gonna stick here. No freaking chance. It's one thing SoCal is missing. Look at this. All right, we're back in the room, and I think I'm gonna go hit up Chili's, and I'm only 5% kidding about that. I actually went to Chili's, which is pretty funny. And now I have a food baby, and honestly, I don't know how great I feel after that meal. So I don't think that's a good, like, recommended pre-crit decision that you want to make. Advice, wise words here. Don't go to Chili's night before a crit. Ugh. That's annoying. Good morning, y'all. It is 6 a.m. and pretty tired, but we roll at 8, so I'm gonna grab snacks. Mostly just eat a banana, but I gotta go to registration real quick and grab my stuff, and then I'm gonna come back here and pin myself, and then I'll ride over to the course. Thing is, I gotta be quick. I don't know what time registration actually even opens. I'm assuming it was like 6, but it's like 46 degrees outside though, so it's definitely gonna be like an arm warmer's day. I was informed that registration opens at 7. 46 outside. It's 48. Much better. So anyway, I'm gonna make some oatmeal and eat real quick, and then I guess go back to registration since they don't open till 7, and get officially registered, grab my crap, and then I don't know if I want to come back over here and pin my skin suit or just take everything to the car. I'll probably just take everything down there in the car. I really didn't want to do that because I have to reload the car with all my crap, which is everywhere.
Fire con Dios. All right, have a safe race.
Come on. Go get that 10 bucks, boy. All right, so first race in the books, 4.5s. Unfortunately, turn 1 waxed me.
Looks like everyone in the back is just
Dude was coming in and kept coming in and kept coming in and kept coming in and kept coming in. And I leaned on him and he kept coming in. So eventually just took my front wheel and I had nowhere to go. Tried to correct it and get inside. Didn't happen. I'm all right. Bike's all right. Did a little systems check. Everything seems fine. Spokes are intact. Eating a clip bar. A little scrape on the left, no big deal. Gonna give it another go in about 40 minutes. So that's where we're at.
second one, I am toast. But I gotta say, that was a much better ride overall. Managed to hang just kind of mid-pack the whole time, saved a lot of energy. Got to the front with 1 to go, and I was like, this is perfect. Actually 2 to go. Got myself in position, sitting like 5th wheel, but unfortunately we just didn't keep it fast enough going through the like half a lap to go, coming around the long bend at the bottom. We just didn't keep it fast enough, and then basically I just got swarmed halfway through the lap, and then I was trying to get out of it, looking left, looking right, but I just had nowhere to go. Tried coming around on the inside of the last corner, but you know, when you're sitting like 20th, 30th place, it's just not really worth like opening up a big sprint or anything. So anyway, just rolled across mid-pack. I don't really know where I ended up, but pretty bummed. I was sitting really good, like 5th wheel coming in last lap. I was like, oh baby, here we go. I wanted to come around with like a corner to go, but unfortunately got swarmed. That's bike racing. Should have been paying attention. Probably should have just launched a massive attack as soon as I saw we were getting caught, but here's what it is. Next time, tomorrow. So just pulling back up to the hotel real quick. I'm going to shower and get ready to roll home, grab some lunch, do my thing. Pretty happy with the result. 3-4, I was in an early move. I figured I'd recap a little bit. 3-4, I was in an early move. 4-5, I got crashed out. F that race, whatever. Kid, I don't know what, I don't really have much to say about it. Anyway, the 3-4 though, very good race from my perspective. Like, you know, racing as a solo rider, I was in an early move. San Jose Bike Club and CBRE were the two like main teams in that field. And so, you know, if something went with both of them in it, I felt like I needed to make my presence known. I didn't think any brakes were gonna stick in this race just because of the nature of the course, but with the right makeup and the right teams patrolling the front, I thought maybe that could happen. So I let, you know, I saw it kind of open up. There were 2 San Jose Bike Club riders on the front, and I was like, yo, I gotta jump to this thing. So I jumped across, and there were like 5 of us, but then one of the CBR riders was just like, he did not work. He didn't fall into rotation. He like bridged it and then pulled out and wanted me to close the gap. That was the only opportunity I think we had that was really threatening. I didn't see anything else the whole race pretty much that had the right makeup. The early one was the best bet. And then for the sprint, coming into it, it was like 2 to go. I made a really good move. I felt like to jump on a fast rolling train, moved up. I was sitting, oh man, prime position, like top, I don't know, 5 to 10 wheels, somewhere in there. Hindsight, I should have just attacked over the top of that thing as soon as I realized we started to get swarmed, but I didn't really realize we were getting swarmed until later. I hadn't experienced that yet. I'm a Cat 4. Cat 4-5, if you're sitting top 10 wheels last lap, nobody's gonna come around you. You're just gonna be drilling it to the line and then sprint. So I'm used to that. The 3-4s, they weren't messing around. Those Cat 3 boys were like, all right, we're gonna get to the front. So, because they want to sprint also, they want to win the race. Cat 4-5, people are just trying to finish and nobody wants to stick their nose in the wind. Oh, I can't wait to get on the road again. All right, I'm gonna go find food. And I don't want fast food, so I'm gonna go find good food. That's gonna take too long. I'm gonna find fast food and I'm gonna eat it all. I didn't really consider gas prices being so high. You know, I didn't think I would actually enjoy this like mini vacation. It's kind of centered around crit racing, especially solo. But you know, dude, it's good vibes. I'm like hanging out, doing whatever I want. Went to Chili's last night. That was a dumb decision. My stomach felt like trash. So anyway, a lot of driving. Yeah, I get that. But at the end of the day, it's kind of nice just having like no worries. I mean, all I gotta do is race bikes, which is pretty sick because I enjoy racing bikes. So at the end of the day, trip well worth it, regardless of how much it costs in fuel, which is a lot. All right, back on the road. Just popped into Starbucks. Mostly because I had to go pee, but also because I was getting tired and I needed coffee. So anyway, pee break number 1 in the books. Well, folks, just pulled up back to the parents' house, hanging out, and Lily is here to greet me. She says, "What up?" So we're gonna go say hey to the fam. I'm gonna try and get some hot tub time in.
because I need to let my legs chill, probably do some mobility stuff later, and get all nice and limbered up. What's up, Lily? What are you doing, girl? What are you doing, huh? Hey, what's happening? Oh, are you excited? Oh, yeah. Go get him. Hey. Okay, we are back on the road, and it says it's about a 2 to 2.5 hour drive down to Ontario. Race is at 4:35. I'm trying to get there about 2 so I can go get regged, warm up, and chill a little bit. Maybe watch some of the race right before me. Anyway, getting gas again. I'll be ready to go. Last thing, I just jumped in the store and I'm running pretty low on pre-race energy, so I might just crush a bang. It's probably a terrible idea. I'll be too amped up, heart rate's gonna be through the roof, but I got that, a Gatorade and water, and I'll probably have like 3 pea stops on the way down. So anyway, see you guys in Ontario. Pulling into rest stop, cause you know why. All right, just watched the P123 finish up here in Ontario, made it down to Ontario. Just put the skinny on, getting ready to start warming up and whatnot for my race. Cat 4, we're last. We're supposed to be like 4:35, but it looks like they're running behind, so race is probably gonna happen closer to 5, which is fine. So anyway, when these juniors start going, I'll know it's probably about time. So I'm gonna get all pinned up, get my gear on, ready to rip, baby. So I finished up this crazy ass weekend. I don't know, I finished mid-pack there. Just honestly, legs were done, man. It is what it is. No excuses on that one. Just didn't have the juice to get in position for the sprint. Yeah, I mean, I popped to like 950 watts or something, which is super low. So obviously there was some fatigue in the legs. It is what it is. Ain't no thing. Better luck next time. Hopefully Marietta, I'll be flying. We'll see. Later. Alright guys, so I've made it back home. It is officially Monday, and I gotta be honest, man, I'm pretty dead after this pretty wild weekend. So I had never been swarmed before. I got swarmed. It was pretty gnarly, and that's the difference between Cat 3 and Cat 4, right? Is Cat 3, everybody wants to win. Everybody's willing to stick their nose in the wind and make it happen. Cat 4, nobody wants to stick their nose in the wind. So if you're sitting 10th wheel, you're just going to be 10th wheel through the final corner. And that's basically what I've seen, you know, in all my races so far. So in this 3-4, to get swarmed like that was a new experience and a very valuable learning experience. So now I know to be on the lookout for something like that, and use it in the future to understand, you know, how to win. And then lastly, you know, the Majestic Crit, there's a lot to that. You know, in order to move up there, I kept having to stick my nose in the wind. I'll be honest, I was a little bit like not stoked after having crashed the day before in the 4.5s about riding the 4s, and everybody's being, I'll be honest, it was pretty sketchy. You know, everybody's holding their lines pretty well, but once you came out of the corners, people were just like dicey as hell. They were all over the place, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? So I definitely sat on the outside a lot. I took the corners on the outside because I could take them really wide and maintain my speed, but basically that did cause me to sit in the wind a lot more than I wanted to. Looking back at it, and what I learned from that was basically, if I had it to do over again, if I'm sitting too far back out of position, the race is lost anyway. I was on the outside. What I could have done there is basically just, if the race is lost, my only chance at winning or being a top 10 in that situation is to just put in the attack with 2 corners to go and roast my sprint, and then see if I can hold it to the line. So anyway, that's the race recap. Got some good family time, man. It was a great trip. Like I really enjoyed the trip overall. I drove 1,040 miles or so. I don't know. I had a great like mini vacation. Took a day off work. Got to go race some bikes, and I came back from it with a lot of lessons learned. I'm bummed I didn't get any results, but at the same time, you know, I don't know. I'm healthy. Nothing too bad after the crash in the 4.5, and that's pretty much where I'm at. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I know it's a little bit different. It's kind of like a marathon race weekend vlog. If you enjoyed this video though, go ahead, hit that like button.